Where is my trusty? Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. I always forget to wipe my camera off before I come in here. Hey, you guys, how are you? Let's get Instagram started. How are you doing today? It is Winning Wednesday. Let's get this started. Yes. Oh, let's see what I can do. All right. Everyone, come on in here. Hello, hello. Hello. Hi, Tanise. Hi, Kanie. Hi, Dabra. Hi, Nisi. Hello. How are you guys doing? All right, YouTube, come on in here. Let's get started. Hey, Tracy. Let me make sure I cut my phone on Do Not Disturb. I have been a busy beaver. How have you guys been doing? Hey, Keisha. All right. Come on in here. Hey, Alyssa. Hi. I'm so happy to see you guys. I hope you guys had a great week. Have not talked to you since last week. Hey, Jerry. Yes. I don't have the energy today, but I am here. I am here. Hello, finally made it to your live instead of the playbacks. All right. Ebo Sticks finally made it. That is awesome. I'm so happy to see you guys tonight. I am so happy that you um had the opportunity to chime in. Yeah, good to see you too. Aw, thanks, Jerry. The same to you. Hey, beautiful to you. Hey, nurse practitioner. She said, "Good evening, Dr. Auntie Hayes." Yes, all my internet nephews and nieces. I am here tonight. So I'm gonna bring it as much as I can tonight. I'm a little tired. I'm gonna tell you, it's this new lady in my life, and she is kicking my butt. She is kicking my butt. Yes. Hey, Krista, how you doing? Oh, shoot. Yes, yes. Hey, Jareed. Leslie said, "Well, I'm your live niecey." Okay, all right. Look, don't get to fighting. We all family. Okay, so does anybody have any wins? Y'all know when y'all come in here, let's share the wins. Do we have any wins today? It is Winning Wednesday. Right? Ain't that what we here for? To encourage one another. So, do we have any wins tonight? Anybody have any wins? Let me think. Do I have any wins? I'm alive. I mean, that's the win that I have. I'm gonna tell y'all, this new lady in my life, she ain't no joke. And she is kicking my butt, and I am fighting for my fighting for my life, my normal life. And so I am trying my best. I was this close to messing up my 75 hard, because it's hard. And so I am just really trying to hang in there, really just trying to be encouraged, keep my mind focused. I guess the win is I finally completed my taxes for last year. That's a big win. Y'all like taxes? It's September. Oh yeah. When you get into these type of taxes, you don't want to do your taxes. And so I finally got everything squared away with my tax lady. So I'm pretty excited about that, because That was work trying to bring that tax bill down, trying to figure things out, And so that's another thing. I'm really, really gonna focus on getting a tax strategist that has all this stuff planned out, because I don't like going back trying to fight for my money. I don't like it. And so yeah, it's hard out here in these streets. Denise said, I love that. I'm in the same boat. Yeah, girl. Well, I think we got to the 15th. If you filed an extension, you better go on and get them done, girl. Go on and knock them out. So I've been like a bear, hibernating, trying to get things done. And so anybody else have any wins? I know I ain't the only one. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Denise. Yes. Hey, Sharon. So yeah, so nobody have any wins today? Nobody? That's great. I still have until October 15th on my. Oh, okay. You got till October. All right. I had to have mine in September. Oh, you probably talking about personal taxes. Yeah. I ain't did those yet. I'm, I'm talking about business. I still got to get them personals in. Oh Lord. Oh my geez. Yeah. It's a job, you guys. But hey, somebody's got to do it. We live in the USA. Did anybody check out that debate last night? Did anybody check out that debate? I still haven't watched the whole thing. I was watching the replay, like y'all be doing me, watching my replay. I was watching the replay. And so I got to where they was talking about I guess what is it? Roe versus Wade. They were going back and forth about that, but I haven't had a chance to watch it all. So yeah. So maybe I can get that done tonight or tomorrow or something. I just been having them taxes on my mind. I'm telling y'all. But yeah, my taxes and then this new lady in my life that's kicking my butt. That's all I've been that's all I've been dealing with. But yeah, Alyssa says, awesome. Anybody have any wins? Anybody have any wins? I'm trying to give y'all opportunity. Where if you don't have any wins, type in any questions that you have, because tonight is Q&A. Tonight is question and answer. So I'm going to be answering some questions. I actually had a really, really good call with with a young lady and her team. Her name was Sonia, and she has some good questions. So I'm going to actually answer her questions on this live to get the Q&A started, so you guys can put your questions in there and we'll get your questions answered. I'm done with him because he talked bad about immigrants. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. I think I saw a clip on the news, but I don't think I watched that part of it. But yeah, I'm hearing it was pretty interesting. It's a few memes out there already. They done already got started. So yeah, you already know. I think he was kind of already speaking bad about immigrants, and um he was already speaking bad about people of color before anyway. So I mean, that ain't nothing new with Trump. If that's who you talking about, that ain't nothing new. But hey, Smith Consulting Group. So yeah, so like I said, if nobody has any wins this week, make sure if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, because this is going to be strictly Q&A tonight. Hey, baby, period. I like saying her name. Hey, it's Lisa for me. Hey, loves caring. So yeah, I think I've said hello to everyone. Just to let you know, I'm going to start off with some questions. They were really good questions that a young lady had, her and her team. She has a group home already established, but She's actually, well, I'll say she's in the process of getting her group home set up, but she has never like worked in a group home. And so she was asking me some really good questions. Hey Ellen. Hi Miss Ellen. How are you? Hey Lorraine. Ah, these my members coming in now. I'm sorry. I know it was somebody that made a comment and said she just be talking to people in the middle of her live videos. Well, that's what I do. And if you don't like it, guess what? I speak to my people. So, hello, Mrs. Ellen. Hello, Lorraine. How are you ladies doing tonight? Do you have any wins that you want to share with us? Thank you for the pink hearts. I appreciate it. Oh, Jerry, you watched the whole thing? Yeah, I still haven't. And the dang, and the after wrap up. Dang, I still haven't. I told you I don't watch a lot of TV. So if I sit down or if I'm listening, I'm probably doing something. Sorry about that. I'm probably doing something while I'm watching it. And so I don't really get a lot of downtime. Um, Instagram, let me know. Give me a thumbs up or give me a pink heart and let me know if you guys can hear me. Because I got a call. Sorry, and it cut off. Let me know if y'all can hear me on Instagram. All right, so it's taking forever to get the LLC. Not sure what to do. Alyssa, what state are you in? Hi, Christina. It's Leslie Bostick, but just us L Bostick. I have so many questions tonight and I'm excited. Well, good. I'm glad because that's what I'm here for Q&A. So, hey Claudia, good evening. Okay, good. Denise gave me a pink heart so they can hear me. I was trying to wait to make sure Instagram could hear me. Give me 1 second, you guys. I have something in my throat. Oh man, congratulations. Ellen said home renovations are complete. That is awesome. Congratulations. Been a long time coming, huh? I'm so glad. Yes, yes. And so you're in Florida, Alyssa? Have you called in to check to see what's going on with your LLC? Have you reached out to anybody? Let me know. Yes, congratulate Ellen, you guys. Ellen, renovations on her home is complete. She is moving forward in her group home journey. So I'm happy for you, lady. So happy for you. Yes, congratulations. All right. All right. So the yeah, keep congratulating her, you guys. Nobody else have any wins? Denise from Instagram says congratulations. All right. So there were 3 questions that I thought that were really good questions to bring up. Hey, heavy on the private. But there were 3 questions that I thought were really good to bring up. And I kind of rephrased them so it would make sense to you guys. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we got a win. I guess I have a win. My new contract has started receiving consistent reimbursement from insurance. Yay! Awesome. Hey, money, that's a big win. Hey, Jerry. That is a big win. That is awesome. Yeah, whenever money's coming in, whenever them insurance what they say those insurance faucets open, that is a big win. Girl, you should have said that when you first came in so we could shout for you. You my My what what do people be doing now? My my cash app is nah. Since you got some money in, you know how people are when you get some money in. My cash app is dollar sign. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, congratulations, Jerry, on you starting to get that reimbursement. That is awesome. Lorraine's over here laughing. Okay, so let's see. All right. So Tracy, yeah, that applied. They told me I have to wait. Okay, so you paid a company to file for your LLC. Okay. So you reached out to the company that applied. They told me you have to wait. Did they give you an ETA? Did they give you an estimated time frame? Because if they're a company that does LLCs, they should be able to give you some type of time frame. I have heard nothing on uh not to say I know everything, but y'all know I talk to people all over. I've heard nothing on a backlog of LLC applications in Florida. So just make sure you follow up with them and ask them, do they have an ETA? And did they also provide you with a copy of what they filed? Okay. Okay, good. Good. All right. So I just wanted to check on that. All right. Let's see. Jerry's laughing. What are the best ways to market your group homes, especially for a certain demographic group such as veterans, behavioral health adults, etc.? Well, it's going to be different ways for different types of homes. So you definitely want to connect with whatever agency that provides referrals. That's first and foremost. So if it's veterans, you want to connect with the VA. Um if it's behavioral health, you want to connect with behavioral health hospitals. You want to connect with crisis centers. You want to connect with social workers. You want to connect with hospitals. So it's really gonna depend. Those are kind of generic for pretty much behavioral health, but then veterans, you need to figure out what type of veteran clinics are out there. Veteran um what they call those, VFWs, stuff like that. Find out who's the in person in those different organizations, and then just try to connect with them. But it's really going to depend on what type of home you're doing, on me being really really specific. Okay, usually 1 to 2 weeks, but it's taking longer. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Well, at least they gave you a copy of what they filed. I live in Florida. My home is located Fort Pierce, Florida. Awesome. Thank you. Got it. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, Tracy, you were saying, okay, cool. All right. So, yeah. So, you definitely, this is the thing, you guys, connect with all community organizations and tell them what you do. Um, the more people you connect with, that's the quicker you get to a referral. I mean, that's just the thing. If you're talking to everybody about what you do, you just never know. And I look, I always go back to the story because Tracy might be new, you guys. So I'm going to tell the story. I was nice to a teller at a bank. Nice to a teller at a bank. You being nice is marketing. You just being kind to people is a form of marketing, because you're marketing yourself to say, I'm a kind person. I'm helpful. I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? So you connect with people. I went into a bank, never even, I was going to open a bank account. The woman took a little long. I still was nice to her. I didn't go off on her. I was while I was getting the bank account set up and it was taking time, I was like, I'm gonna tell her my story. So I told her what we do and I told her why and told her all of that and just talking to her. And she was just like, wow, I'm so impressed with your story. I want you to meet the president of the bank. She takes me in to meet the president of the bank. We sit down, tell him the story. Your story is marketing. If you're telling everybody and everybody knows your story, then you're marketing to everyone. You never know where a referral is going to come from. Well, lo and behold, the president of the bank says, my best friend is the CEO of the largest crisis center, the only crisis center up north in northern Arizona. I want you to meet him. I'm going to try to set up something for you guys to meet. 2 days later, he calls me and says, hey, I want you to have lunch with, this guy. We meet for lunch, and that referral source has referred probably, well, not now because they lost the contract. Before they lost their contract, they were referring 95% of my clients. 95% was being referred from just that crisis center. So I'm saying, be marketing is telling your story. Marketing is being kind to people. Marketing is not getting agitated or irritated when you're out in public and something's not going your way. That is marketing. So that right there, I was listening to I'm listening to um oh God, a woman of God. I'm listening to this book, and one thing that she said was that things are God ordained. They don't just happen. So I know that things that have happened to me were God ordained. He knew before we knew before it actually happened. He connected that man to get that job, to have his friend work at the bank and all of that for me to meet. I know it is. But not to knock God down, but if you're not telling your story to everybody, then nobody's going to know who you are. So tell your story. Tell people what you do. Don't be afraid to tell people. Who cares if people get jealous or mad or have comments? People make comments about us, especially with all this fraud going on in Arizona. People make comments when they find out, oh, are you one of those behavioral homes that got shut down? Well, no, I'm not. I'm still open. So they get a little nasty, and I throw the niceness back in them because I'm still marketing today. So I didn't want to go all that long way, but I did want you to know that marketing is just, yes, there's a way to market specifically, but there's also just being nice to people, just connecting with people, just putting yourself out there, getting up when you're at community meetings, saying, when they say, who has a question? And you just sit there. No, think of a question. Think of a question and then stand up and say, hey, my name is Tracy. I am the owner of such and such behavioral homes, blah, blah, blah. I provide services to da da da. And my question is, you just told a whole room full of people who you were. That's marketing. Because afterwards leaves the opportunity and chance for people to come up and get more information. And that's you getting out more. So y'all y'all have to have it in your mind. I can't be afraid to tell my story. I can't be afraid to tell people what I do. I can't be afraid. You have to do it. You have to connect with people. That's right, heavy on the private, and it's free. I ain't have to pay for no flyer or no designer, no graphic design or none of that for me to raise my hand at a community meeting and say, but the thing is, y'all got to seek out community meetings. Okay. You're going to have to go on Eventbrite and see what meetings you can go to. It's a lot of free stuff that be out there, and you just show up. And you never know who you're going to meet and connect with. And I'm not saying every meeting you're going to meet somebody. I'm not saying every meeting is going to be worth it. But what about the ones that you missed by not going? So don't be afraid to go out there, put yourself out there, go to networking meetings, connect with people, let them know what you're doing. Because if you keep throwing if you keep throwing stuff out there, something gonna come back. you know, something's gonna come back. Let me check in with Instagram to see if hey Kay. So yeah, I like that, and it's free. I like that. Hey, Kirby. So, let's see. What type of home do you have? What type of home do I have? I have a SMI, which is severely mentally ill, behavioral health home for adults. So I take anybody 18 and up. Okay, so that's what type of homes that I have. And then I have niches within that. So I have like a sexual deviant home. I have, I have a low sensory home. So I have different types of homes within that spectrum. And that's only cuz I chose to niche down. Okay? And why you say wow, Tracy? Why you say wow? I hope I didn't sound like I was fussing. I just want people to understand that the more you tell people about who you are, that's why a lot of people know me and know that what I do because I'm constantly running my mouth about what I do. Hey, Hawa. I'm constantly running my mouth. So yeah, did anybody else have any questions? I'm gonna go over here. Y'all can go ahead and write y'all questions in the chat. This is just a Q&A session tonight. So I'm not training on anything. This is just a Q&A session. All right. And I've got to drink water, y'all. What type of poem should a beginner start with? Rock steady way, I can't even tell you that because that's going to depend on your individual choice. I started with assisted living. After my sister came and died inside of my group home, I no longer wanted to do that. And so I moved to behavioral health. You may start transitional if that is something that is legal, because I'm only going to tell y'all what's legal. If that's legal in your state or in your city, then you may want to start with transitional or unlicensed. There's so many, you guys, there's so many types of homes, like so many. I had a consultation call with somebody today, and they wanted me to tell them what state and what home to do. And I'm like, I can't. I can't because I don't want to tell you to do something and you have no interest in it. Like you have me, I'm a believer in, and I know everybody don't believe this, but I feel like you should start with where your passion is. So my passion at the time was elderly. That's what I wanted to do. But then after I'm not a person that likes to be around death. Therefore, people kept dying. When people come to an elderly home, honestly, that's probably their last place of residence. They're probably going to pass away in your home. It's okay. People can handle that. I cannot. All the mourning, I'm kind of an empath, so I take all that in, and so I couldn't deal with it. Therefore, I went to behavioral health. So you have to find out what works for you and what you feel like you can do and focus on, and then work it from there, you know? How you market yourself at the bank. And the wow, whatever. Oh, okay. All right. I got you, Tracy. Yeah. Tell it where what they say, tell it wherever you go. I'm gonna tell it wherever. Wasn't it a church song? Tell it wherever I go. Alyssa says, do you need to have a healthcare administrator in each home? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily, not necessarily, Elisa. It's going to depend on where you are and what the requirements are for the home. Okay. I only have to have an administrator over all my homes. So in some states, you have to have an administrator over each home. So it's just gonna depend. And it depends on what type of home you have. So that's kind of like a and I hate telling y'all all the time it depends, but it does. These gurus out here acting like everything is cookie cutter when it comes to group homes and people's lives, it's not. It's going to depend. It really is. And so it's just hard for me to narrow that down, you know? I want to work with youth because that's what my background is in. I don't think I can do adults or would want to. Well, good. There is a need, I'm telling you, in just about every state for a youth because it takes a special person to do youth. So if that's what you want to work with, then do it. Cause I'm telling you, I won't. I will not do children. No, honey. Okay, so my question is when the state approve your application for your Medicaid provider number, it's when the state okay, what happens next? I live in New Jersey. My husband and I purchased a home and will have adults with intellectual and developmentally disabilities. Okay. So really when they let me see, New Jersey. So you're doing basically DDD in New Jersey. So basically, you need to do you know how to bill? If you get the people, do you know how to bill? You have your provider number? Have you marketed yourself to get in clients? Have you have you connected with any agencies? You need to be leaning on DDD, letting them know you need the billing codes, you need to know how to bill, you need to find a biller, you need something because you don't want to be taking in clients. That really, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I get calls all the time. I do consultation calls all the time. There are people that will take clients and don't even know how much they supposed to get paid and what they're when how they get paid. They'll call me and say, "Well, how do I get paid?" No, don't take a client until you know how much what you're going to get paid and how you're going to get paid, okay? So that's the next step. Figure out how you're going to get paid. Okay? Cuz I don't want y'all to start taking clients in because there's a need. They need people to take people, so they're going to be like, "Take them." Then you trying to figure out how to feed these people. No. So like I said, you want to figure out, you have your provider number. Congratulations. Girl, that's a win. Why you ain't say that? That is a win. Do you know how many people out here fighting for a Medicaid provider number? So awesome. I'm excited for you, but you need to find you need to find out how you're going to get paid. So if you got the ISPs, the daily rate, if you know that, figure out how you're going to get paid. So your next step is billing. Who's gonna bill for me? How they gonna bill? When am I getting the billing? When is it coming? That's the next step. All right. I'm saying it in a playful way, but literally, you guys, I get multiple consultation calls. It's like, okay, well, we just got 3 clients in, and now I need to know how do I get paid? No, don't take clients until you know how you're going to get paid. Okay? Don't do that. Let's see. Hey, Juanita. She came in with pink hearts. Bow, bow, bow. How you doing, lady? I miss you. Oh my gosh, we need a rich girl weekend. Let's see. I can't do children either. My mom had a foster home for 20 years. Yeah, Lorraine, everybody ain't cut for them kids, man. It take a special take a special cut to deal with children. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, they really need children providers, but it ain't everybody's job to do that. I know I want to stay y'all sit free. I want my freedom. Therefore, I'm not gonna do kids. Who can check with who can we check with for billing? Check with the agency to see if they have any classes for billing, um anything like that. And then when it comes to an actual biller, uh, do you know anybody that works in group homes in your area? Because I don't really want to refer you someone from outside. You know, I would rather you deal with someone that knows how to bill with New Jersey. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, ask them. Yep. Uh, network. Yes. Let's see. Now, let me look. I've been rolling and I haven't did my housekeeping, my due diligence. If you are on YouTube right now under the sound of my voice and you have not liked this video, make sure y'all like the video. Okay, make sure y'all like the video. We also do have a member section of YouTube. Um, I am going to give out something special this evening for those of you that are members. I will post it in the I will actually post it in the member section, but I'll tell you about it before we get off tonight. And then if you're on Instagram, yeah, y'all doing it. I see y'all. Hit the screen, hit the screen, hit the screen. Yes, y'all know what to do. Instagram, look, YouTube, Instagram showing off on y'all. They hitting the screen. I can see it. Y'all need to go ahead and like this video, okay? Y'all got me working overtime, especially while I'm fighting these battles with this new lady in my life. Let's see. Let me check out Instagram. Hey. Uh-uh. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. I got to go all the way back. Let's see. Would it be best to start with a house or a small facility building? It depends. It depends on what population that you're trying to do. It depends on zoning in your area. It's also going to depend on your budget. So yeah, I mean, if you can start with a small facility and there's a need like that for whatever niche that you figure out you want to do, go for it. Go for it. Look, rock steady way. Everybody ain't in that position now, you know? Look, Instagram going crazy, y'all. Yeah, so everybody ain't in that position, but if you can do it, do it. And that's just my opinion. Yeah, go big or go home. If you in Texas, I don't know if you in Texas. Thoughts on startup costs or business loans an option? Yes, business loans are an option if you have business credit. Okay. And the thing is, you probably should have already had a business in order to get business credit to start a group home. So if you're just starting, you may not have business credit. I don't know if y'all caught that, but if you are someone that has built up your personal credit and you're willing to use your personal credit to get business credit, then that may be an option for you. I mean, a lot of people always ask me about grants and things like that. It's really hard to get a grant for a group home that has not been open 2 years. So I know there's people out there saying they can do it. I would love to connect with them because I still haven't had anybody connect with me in regards to grants and them showing me proof that they got people grants to start group homes. So I can only base it on my knowledge and I can only base it on what I know. All right. Because nobody has provided me proof yet. And I'm not like sipping on my tea being a smartass. I'm just drinking my water. Heavy on the private says, I'm super passionate about teen girls and focused on girls with behavioral health conditions. Do you remember how much you were making per month or annually with the adolescents? Oh, I think I was making, I think it was like 289, 289 a day, I think it was. Let me see. Jerry, are you still on here? Jerry, if you're still on here and you remember what the children's rate was back then, because Jerry's had a group home for a little while. If you remember, post it in the chat for me. Because I think it was like 289 a day, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. All right. I hope that answers your question, heavy on the private. I feel like they don't make much and I'll take a big hit, but God. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It's needed and you're going to make a little money, but you're going to make decent money. I'm not going to say a little money. You're going to make a decent money, but well, if that's your passion, that's a good thing. I'll put it that way because there is no amount of money that they could pay me right now to do children. so so I had to think about it. You said your passion is girls. Perfect. Then perfect. Then that's a good match for you. So you having a girls home is a good match for you. Tanise said, with sober living, who usually pays for the clients? Usually the clients pay for the clients. Now, in some states, they do have um like funding things. It's kind of like a grant that they give you in a sense to support the sober living home. But in the majority of states, the people are paying for these sober living homes. Yeah, they're paying out of pocket per bed. Hey, AR. Hey, Danietta. Hey, Sheba. Oh, Rocksteady, you and KCMO. Okay. Oh, my hometown, home of the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Okay, so Sheba says, I'm in Georgia, Texas, and Ohio. Cool. Did you have a question, Sheba? Because I didn't see it. Let me go back. I didn't see a question. But I'm glad to know you're here from Georgia, Texas, and Ohio. Yeah, per bed, per person. So it's per person per day. Heavy on the private, per person per day. Yep. So let's see. Do you talk about how to get started in your academy? I'm starting completely from no home or anything. I just know what type of group home I want. Is the next step funding? Um, yes. If you definitely need to know how you're going to fund this project. So, yes, if you know what type of home you want to do, you definitely and you don't know how you're going to fund it, you definitely need to figure out how you're going to fund it. That would be your next step. And then how do you get started in my academy? Um, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Look, you bring up a good question. um, First and foremost, I do mentorship now. So I do mentorship um where we meet in a group a couple of nights a month. We meet on the second and the fourth Thursday of the month. It's a few of my mentees in here. If you're a mentee, throw some pink hearts in the chat. If you're a mentee, throw some pink hearts in the chat. But we meet on the second and fourth Thursday, and then you get a one-on-one call with me. Um, that can be over anything. So wherever you are in the process, if you have a team you want to bring on and you want me to train them, it's whatever you want to do. Okay. And then you get access to us by email. Now, of course, my mentees basically get anything that I do. So anything under my tutelage, I always wanted to say that. Anything under my platform, my platform. Now, if I do it with someone, that's not my platform. But anything just under my platform, my mentees get to participate in it. So my mentees have participated in the licensed professional training. They have did the 30-day, the 29-day accelerator. They did I think it was something else that I had, just basically anything. They can participate in it. But if I partner with someone, then most times I get my mentees 20% off of what the cost is, because then I take a hit. When we're splitting, when I'm doing something like we just did the work series. If my mentees come and I get the 20% off, then um I have to take that hit. But I do it because they're my mentees. So the way to get started is there's a link. I don't know if Krista's on YouTube. If you are, you can post the link. You can actually apply for mentorship. Someone will call you. They will see if you're a good fit, because I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm at a point in my life where if I feel like you're gonna drain me, if I feel like you're not serious, if I feel any kind of way, well, really not me, my assistant. She knows me. Me and her are very in tune. Me and her are very connected. So she interviews you. If you're a good fit, then you know she tells you the process, and if you would like to pay for the mentorship, then you can participate in the mentorship. Okay, so that is basically, you're with me basically 3 times a month on Zoom. And then if I'm in your city, I show up for you. So I may show up and do a walkthrough. I might, do a video with you or whatever. So that's basically my mentorship. All right. So I don't do any do it for you anymore, because that was very, very time consuming. And I just feel like some people didn't appreciate it. And some people felt like they owned me because they paid me some money and I'm not a slave. So so I had to switch it up. So I walk you through, but you do the work. All right. So that is how you get involved in my academy, my mentorship, I'll say. Let me see. So, what questions do we have? Uh-huh. What about how do you start? Okay, I caught it. All right. So, sober living is mainly self-pay. Yes, Juanita. Yes. So, how do you know how much skilled hours to ask for in a day support center? Um, in a day support center? I don't know. I would have to research that, because that's going to depend on a lot of things. Nurse practitioner. Yeah. Have you reached out to the agency to ask them like who is your support system for the day support center. Because what you don't want to do is for me to give you Arizona numbers and you're somewhere else or something like that. So you definitely check with them because I don't want you to be out of compliance. Hey, real estate Mike, can you break down the rates? Do we come up with the rates? Does Medicaid have certain rates? Yes, it's going to depend on who you do your group home through, like what agency. It's going to depend on what their rate is. Yeah, so that's basically it. The rates are public. You just they hide them. They hide the rates. You have to dig for them. So, yeah, they're supposed to be public knowledge, but they definitely hide them because people call me all the time. I can't find what I'm going to get paid or I can't find what the rate is. And then I have to do some digging for them to see what the rate is, you know because they pay for my time. So that's basically it's really gonna depend because and it may depend, this is the thing, it may depend too on if um your state does MCOs. If your state does MCOs that are paid through Medicaid, or waiver programs. If your state does different things like that, it's going to depend on what agency you go through. Just like with me, Mercy Care pays me one rate, Care First pays me another rate. Arizona Complete pays me a different rate. So it just depends on too many different factors because they may pay you 100% of Medicaid, the Medicaid rate, or they may say, you know what, we're paying 95%, or we're paying 110% of Medicaid rate. So it really depends, real estate, Mike. Is it necessary at the beginning to obtain a van? It's not absolutely necessary if you're doing a licensed home, because honestly, if they are on Medicaid, Medicaid can supply transportation, whatever agency that they have in your area that does non-emergency medical transportation, so they can provide transportation. So it doesn't, so you really don't have to. Do I always recommend? Yes, I definitely recommend, because the thing is, especially if you're dealing with behavioral health, Alyssa, um their research or their um re-auth or whatever may count on you making sure they get to their appointment. So if that transportation doesn't show up, guess who it falls back on? The provider. So if they're not meeting their appointments, that falls back on you. So I always recommend my mentees that and it don't have to be a brand new, you know, um, wheelchair, because everybody you get may not be in a wheelchair, but it doesn't have to be that type of van. Just get something, a minivan, so you can take them, to their appointments if it's necessary. Okay. But yeah, you don't have to do it in the beginning. Just kind of maybe once you get your first check, purchase a used van. It's for DDD patients in Virginia. Let me see. Oh, are you talking about the skill rate, the skill hours? Yeah, I don't know right off the bat. I don't know that. Because I don't deal with day support centers all the time. So that would be something I would have to like research. Nurse practitioner. Listen, I see. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let me go over here. Let me see what Instagram talking about. Let me see. Uh oh, Krista's posting a job form. Krista, can you post a job form over on YouTube, please? Bible study. Thanks. See you next time. Oh, okay, Jerry. People got Bible study. It's Wednesday. What's the square footage of the home in New York? Hmm? What home in New York? I don't know. I don't know what that means, Lewis Global. or do I call the insurance company for the square footage for a home? You would just call you would just I don't know what that question means. I'm kind of confused right now. What's the square footage of the home in New York? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Anybody else have any questions? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Let me see. Where we at? Okay. What's the requirement? Oh, what's the requirements for the home? Um, the requirements for the home, if you're talking about like a licensed home, a group home, you need in New York, you need 60 square feet per person. Um, so you just need to make sure that it has a front living area, a dining room, somewhere for them to eat, and then a kitchen, and then the bedrooms have to be 60 square foot per person. Okay. So, I mean, your home could be 5,000 square feet to cover that, or it could be 3,000 square feet. So, yeah, so it would just depend on how big the rooms are, how big, and in New York, it's probably going to be small rooms. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Melissa. You're welcome. All right. So if you are on YouTube and you have not liked this video, make sure you like the video before you leave, you guys. Make sure you like the video. Anybody else have any other questions? I be trying to pull this. Y'all see, I got a big head. So I be having all this information in my head. I be trying to pull it out of little pockets to answer y'all questions. I didn't even get to the questions that the young lady had, because you guys had so many questions. Yeah. You guys had so many good questions. Awesome. Let's see. Staffing, credentials, training, and pay. What type of staff do I need? Alyssa, that would be something more of, I can't remember. Let me scroll up. I'll see if I can remember what type of group home. Alyssa. Alyssa. Alyssa, I don't remember you telling me. I know you're in Florida. If you're doing, I'm assuming you're doing behavioral health. If you're doing behavioral health, you're going to need behavioral health, some type of licensed behavioral health professional. You're going to need some type of direct care worker. Um, and then you're going to need to maybe have a contracted nurse, and let me see, Florida. You do need to contract with a registered dietitian. Somebody's gonna have to be the administrator, and mm, I don't think you may have to have a counselor. Let me see. No, IDD. No, you don't have to have a counselor come in. Um, that's gonna depend on what level you do. I'm sorry, I jumped down to both stick. Um, that's really gonna depend on what level you do, because you're doing IDD. Therefore, they may be 1-to-1, they may be 2-to-1, they may be 1-to-3. It's gonna depend. So you need to talk to your people to see what level you are and what the requirements are. Yeah, because that's really gonna depend on their ISPs and all of that. So check with your people. I want to hear her questions. Oh, you want to hear the questions of the girl Tanise? Tanise, my mentee, y'all. So I got to do what Tanise say. So Um, Now I hope you got my answers, bow stick, on what I was saying. Because you're IDD, you need to check with them to see what their individual service plan says as far as how many people that you staff you need to have. Okay. Okay. I was making sure because I didn't want to leave you hanging. So yeah, so Tanis, the questions that she had was, she was talking more about behaviors, sorry, and crisis situations. So she asked, what are the most common crisis situations that occur in group homes, and how can staff identify the early warning signs? And so what I told her was that um I would say my top 3 is going to be emotional outbursts, people getting upset, people get mad, busting holes in walls, things like that. Emotional outbursts, conflict between residents with them fighting each other, and then medical emergencies. Those are going to be the 3 I think most popular, or not popular, but most occurring crisis. And so I was just letting her know that how can you let staff identify it? Well, if you see somebody getting stressed out, if you see them pacing, things like that, if you hear them talking to themselves like, yeah, they hyping themselves up. So those are the signs to look for when they're fighting each other. Um, Things like slamming doors, them getting smart, like somebody, well, well, you like milk yesterday, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of tell when you're around the clients when stuff is about to be brewing. And then with medical emergencies, we just had one. So I'll say that in one of my group homes where a lady she couldn't breathe. She was struggling to breathe. So things like that, you look for signs. Maybe people being a little lethargic. They're too, just off their baseline. Things like that in a home is something, is the most crisis situations that I've seen. And then those are signs that you maybe need to check into it. And so then she asked, what are some effective de-escalation techniques that staff can use when residents become agitated? I told you this girl has some good questions. She's a smart cookie. So, my thing is, I always try to set the tone when people come into our homes. And so, and just let them know there's things we're not going to tolerate. We put our rules up on the thing. So when they do things, we can refer them. Okay, find the rule. You're asking me this when you know the rule. Rule number 7 or whatever, go read it. So things like that. You want to just keep it in the forefront of their mind. And then also too, um, you gotta be there. You can't be when you're working in behavioral health, you can't be somewhere else. You can't be on your phone and doing all these extra things. So just actively listening and knowing your clients, reading their files, things like that, can help. Because if you don't read someone's file and know that the color red makes them go crazy like a bull, and you come in all red, you should have known that. This is your client. You know what I mean? Even if it's your staff, you should be reading that file so you can tell your staff, hey, when this person see red, they want to act like a bull. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving a funny example, but I'm just saying, always, listening, paying attention, reading the care plans, reading the history before they come in. I think it helps with de-escalation because we're already ahead, a step ahead. And then you want to also offer choices. Like if they get upset, you can say, hey, you can sit down in here and watch TV, or you can go in the back and walk around the yard. It's your choice. So make them feel like it's their choice to calm down, you know, but you're basically telling them you better chill out, so that's the kind of things that we do and I train my employees to do. And then the last question that I had that she asked was, after a crisis is resolved, what steps should be taken to provide emotional support to both the resident involved and the staff who manage the situation? And I was just like, this girl is thinking. Look, basically, there should be, when you're in behavioral health, there should be like, I don't want to say this and people take it the wrong way, but retaliation, or like there should be no, I don't want to say it like retaliation. How should I say it? Like, it should just kind of be like conversation of like, okay, so like you have the conversation, but you're not like, well, because you did this, um you not getting no ice cream for dessert or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So just talk it out. That's the best thing to do, is just keep open communication between you and your clients, and then also you and your staff, because what you don't want your staff to feel like is they're being left out. I'm always attentive to my staff, trying to meet their need, trying to show them that they have my support. So even when things go wrong with the clients, yes, I'm going to make sure my client is good, but do not neglect your staff. And that's one thing that I told her is really important. I make my staff feel like they are important because they are important. You get it? I know the client is important because the client brings in money, but the staff takes care of the client who brings in money. You get what I'm saying? So never forget that. Don't don't always make your staff feel supported when things go down, when a crisis happens. Always listen to them. Never be too busy. Okay? All right. So that's basically the questions that she asked Denise. And I thought they were really good, thought out questions. She had other questions, but those were three that I was just like, wow, she really thought about that. And it gave me an opportunity to show what I know. And so let's see. Makes me think of PROACT training. Is that a type of crisis training, Christina? Is that a type of crisis training? I haven't heard of PROACT. Thank you. Very good. Yeah. I thought those were good questions. That's why I was like, I'm gonna just do Q&A and I'm gonna share these questions tonight with three of them. She had about seven good solid questions, and then I had a conversation about some other things, but it was a good call. I love these consultation calls because people, some of them I'd be like, but that's just a few. Most of the people that come on really, really want to do a good job. A lot of them are people trying to get started, but then I always have those that have the home and don't really know what to do. And so I just feel blessed that I'm able to share what I've learned over the years, what I've learned from other people, what I've learned, in my dealings. I just feel blessed that I'm able to share that, with the people I have consultation calls on and with you guys. So yeah, so if you're on YouTube right now, I'm gonna say it again. Like the video. If you found any value in the video, go ahead and like the video, you guys. I did want to tell you guys that my Winning Wednesday days are coming to an end pretty soon. I am going to finish out this quarter, but then next quarter, I may not be doing it in this type of platform. I'm thinking about doing something different. And then also, too, the team has created a community. So we will be doing these type of calls inside of the community. And so what I am doing, Krista might be on here. Somebody said no. Yeah. I might be doing it a little different the Winning Wednesday, but I'm not going to be doing like Q&A. I'm not going to be training on any subjects. I'm going to specifically be doing that inside the community with my mentees, and then with also people that join the community. And so, no, you don't have to miss it. You just join the community. Okay. Join the community. So Krista will be posting a link. I'm going to put a link in the member section to give the members a special discount. So if you're a YouTube member, check the member section. I'm going to do a post. I'm going to do a link, and it's going to be a special discount for you to be one of the first to be a part of the community. It's going to start in October. So it's going to start with in the fourth quarter. So if you want to do that, you can go there. And then also too, Krista has posted a link on Instagram. We will be posting a link on my link tree. If you want to be one of the first to get the discount rate for the community, you can do that. And then also too, like I said, members get a special discount. You get even a specialer discount than others. But yeah, I mean, y'all know it's things evolve, things change. We all have to grow, we all have to change, we all have to do something different. Y'all know that. And so, yeah. So we may be changing things up on the Winning Wednesday. But meet me in the community. How many of you think the community is a good idea? How many of you think the community is a good idea? Throw me a pink heart in there. If you're with me on the community, throw me a pink heart. I already know some of y'all, regardless of what I do, y'all gonna be there. But throw me a pink heart. Let's see. Do you make your staff wear a uniform? I ask because I have seen staff that look like they rolled out of bed. We do not require them to wear a uniform, but we do um I guess, what do you call it? We do a dress code, and we do enforce our dress code. So we don't want people coming in looking crazy and all of that. And so we do. Thank you, Call Me China. Thank you, Tanise. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Spirit Fed. Oh, Spirit Fed. I just saw you. Let's see. All right, Lorraine. That's what I said. Lorraine, I already know. So yeah, so no, I don't make them wear a uniform. I just let them know. And the thing is, if you establish that when you're going through your orientation and training process, and then you stick to it, because I'm the type of person, or I will say I used to be, now my house managers, if you come to work and you are looking a mess, they will send you home and they will work it. So but that's what I used to do. I've sent people home because they came in booty shorts. You know what I mean? You out of line. So just be willing to enforce it if you do establish a dress code, because you shouldn't be having everything hang out and all of that, or just rolling out of bed. Oh, I will miss. Like I said, nurse practitioner, you my niece. You better come in that community. How do we join the community? Krista, if you can post the link. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, I got another call. I didn't put my other phone on do not disturb. But Krista, if you can post the link in on YouTube, and then that way they'll know how to join the community. I subscribed on YouTube. Does that mean I'm a member? Yes. Yes, ST, you are a member. If you subscribed on YouTube, you are a member. So by tomorrow we will have a post out for the community by tomorrow. Krista, or will you have it tonight? The company shirts are nice so that they know you aren't the client. Yeah. And we've did that before too. We had company shirts like when we first started, and then we just kind of people were dressing okay. So yeah, I only had bad stuff happen at the beginning. People would come in with the company shirt and booty shorts, thinking they in uniform. So yeah, but now all my people are good. They know how to dress. Bow stick, thank you for the pink hearts. Nurse practitioner said, I'm in. Oh, I'm late. You are creating a community. Yes, Beautis. I'm creating a community. Well, my community's basically created. Yes, ma'am. Out of line. Yes, out of line, man. Myrrie, being subscribed or YouTube doesn't make you a member. Being subscribed on YouTube does not make you a member of the community, but you will be able to see the special discount that I gave the subscribers from the YouTube. Okay, Lorraine. So you'll be able to see it in the member section. Only members will be able to see it. The other link Krista will be posting on YouTube. She says she posted it. Okay. Let me see. So she said she posted it on YouTube, and let me see. Did it go through? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me see. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. So, all right, Krista, it's out there. All right, so you guys, this was a good Q&A. This was a good. Yes, I'm loving it. And so we had a great time. I had a great time. Had some good questions. Great questions tonight, you guys. And so we will be back next Wednesday, I believe. Hey, Christina. So yeah, we will be back next Wednesday. I may just do Q&A because this was really nice. What did y'all think about the Q&A? We haven't did that in a while. I've just been training on different subjects. I know we did fear, and then we did another training. But did you guys like the Q&A? Like me being able to answer your questions? Hey, Perry Boss Barber. I kind of liked it. And then maybe what I'll do is pull questions from my consultation calls and share those with you guys. Because some people be having good questions. Some people don't, but some people don't. Y'all know I be telling y'all how it is. You like the Q&A, Lorraine? All right, Lorraine. Okay, well, I appreciate you guys for watching. You know, I always have a good time. I love the encouragement. I love all the pink hearts. Y'all know how I feel about pink. And so, you guys, you have a great week. Remember your wins. So, when we come back next Wednesday, we can share them. Okay. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. And I will see you guys next week. As I always say, be a blessing to someone else. Bye. Bye. Good night. Good night. You're welcome. This was so much fun.